why I would advocate you not punch in a self-defense situation. So I love boxing, it's great. You know, I love all this stuff. It's a really good sparring tool. However, I'm wearing gloves, I'm wearing hand wraps. My hands are very well protected in that situation. In a self-defense situation, that won't be the case. I don't walk around with my hands in hand wraps all the time. And the metacarpal bones, the fingers, they're very vulnerable. They're small, they're fragile, and so if I'm punching someone, ideally I'm going to be aiming for their jaw, which is probably fine. Even that's a hard bone, and that may injure my hand to some degree. But the real danger is if I hit a harder target, like the person's forehead. Because maybe I go to strike them and they duck their head a little bit and my fist lands on their forehead, then that can create a lot of damage or injury for me. Like bust up my knuckles or my fingers, meaning that now I'm basically a one-handed fighter, or at least the use of my hand is impeded in some ways. And that can cost me a lot of problems. So instead, what I'd advocate is using some of the other strikes we talked about earlier. And if you want to use boxing movements, I can use my finger jab and my palm strike in place of a closed fist. So that's what I would advocate instead of a punch.